Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Ryan Jaunzemis, the Kandi King. Check it out. Last week we had some really good responses, and I told you this week we're going to take you through a new piece of candy. This week we're going to do what's called the slave to the star. It's a piece that goes around the wrist and actually comes back around the finger, and it has the shape of a star on it. It's really awesome. So, let's go through the tutorial. Awesome, guys. Cool. This piece is called the slave to the star. Now what's awesome about this piece is, like a normal piece of candy, you can see the band. This actually goes around your wrist, and then what happens is the star sits right here on the top of the hand, and this piece goes around here. So it's a really fun piece to rock. This is an older piece, and it's a little stretched out now. It's time to make a new one. We're going to go back through that one. Here's another one. Remember, you want to change the size of the band, whether it's for a male or female. This one has more links. It fits my wrist. This one, obviously, too tight. But what's cool about this one is these are glow-in-the-dark beads, and that's what we're going to do today. And, you know, like I said before, you guys can change any of the colors however you want to express yourself. I'm feeling quite colorful today, so I'm actually going to do something a little more fun. Okay, so anyway, again, when we're done, it's going to just wrap around. Okay. Sometimes the star behaves a little funny, but when I make one that's correct for my wrist today, I won't do that. And there you go. Okay. All right. You know, let me just take you through here. What's going to happen when you do this pattern right here? You're going to notice that first you're going to set out your length of how many, however big your wrist is. For me, I'm going to do probably 36 beads because I'm going to do a pattern, a rainbow pattern that's going to be 6 beads times 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. So now I'll probably do 36 lengths. So it'll be like this plus, you know, more for my wrist. You may want to just do 30. You may want to do 24, depending on how big you want to do. So what's going to happen is you're going to set those beads to the side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to weave through the outside here first. We're going to start here, and if you notice, see the way that this bead almost looks like it's sideways, and what happens is we're actually weaving through one side and weaving through the other side. I'm going to show you when we get to that how that's actually going to go down, but when it comes tight, it'll be like a little claw. It'll lock in right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to weave the outside first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then what's happened is the pattern changes, and we're actually going to put this set of beads on here. For me, I'm probably going to do 20 beads, maybe 22, and then we're going to come back through. It's almost like a loop around here like this, and then you're going to come back in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finally through here. And what's going to happen is we're going to weave back through here and then through, so that we can tie that square knot. This way you see that this is seamless right there. The knot is actually inside. It's sitting inside the corner piece right there. Other than that, you know, it's seamless. Whereas on this one, which I made 4 or 5 years ago, you can see it's been well worn. It's pretty stretched out at this point. And you'll notice that I had wrapped around here. You see, there's a seam right there because at that time I didn't know the pattern. This was the first time that I did this one, and I had wrapped around here and actually weaved through twice. And you don't have to do all that. This is going to be a quicker, easier way to do this. And after tonight's session, you guys will be able to go out, rock the slave to the star. It's going to glow in the dark. Everyone's going to see you from across the room and be like, dude, what is that thing? Oh, that's badass, you know? So it's a fun piece. It's actually really one of my favorite pieces. So first we're going to need some string. Remember, you're not just doing a single, you're not just doing the shape of the outside of the star to the other side, you're doing the star shape plus the inside piece. So make sure that you have enough string. About 4 feet will definitely do it, you know. So I'm going to take my string. I'm going to actually even put a little extra. Cut the string. Okay, remember what I said last time is you definitely want to stretch out your string. If you make a piece of candy and you don't stretch your string, what happens is, let's say that was the shape of your candy. Well, what happens after time is it stretches out. Now it's twice as big. So always make sure that if you're using this type of string, I use the Stretch Magic 5mm. I like it, like I said on the last video, it's just a little more durable. So make sure that you go ahead and pull. Okay. Just like that. Good. Okay. Might want to fold it a couple times. We can even pull here. Bam. Okay. That'd be great. Okay. Now for me to start here, I'm going to go ahead and lay the pattern on here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do 36 beads. Like I said, if you guys want to do 28, you know, depending on whatever pattern, like on these ones, like I said, I'll put these in the frame. These videos are interesting for me to do because I have the camera on the tripod in front of me. Like I said, I want you to see it from this perspective so that you, the viewer, can actually watch and see what I'm doing in bead with me. Like I said, these videos are raw, uncut. I don't do one strand of beads and then fast forward it or fade it out to the end, so I want you to be able to weave the whole pattern with me. Go ahead, you know, put on some Tiesto, put on some Dead Mouse, whatever you guys want to do. Relax and let's get to work. And like I said, if you guys want to do a solid black pattern with a yellow star like I've done here, or a red star, that's fine. If you want to, you know, do a glow in the dark star, if you want to do a pink star with a blue single right here, it's fine. It's how raving, you know, making candy is just expressing yourself. Or maybe you're making this for a friend. Ask your friend, hey, what's your favorite colors? If he says like blue and chrome, you know, you can make him one, make her one with blue and chrome, and you know, it's all about expressing yourself. You know, be an individual. Don't be afraid to stand out. All right, try that again. All right, so we're going to put on 13 of these glow-in-the-dark beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. There we go. Okay. All right. The next part we're going to do is the loop. I'm going to go ahead and put some. Let's see. If I'm going to link it like this for this pattern, and my star is coming from this side, just in case you guys at home are doing a rainbow pattern, you'll know that I'm coming like this. Okay, well, it's going to go down. It's purple. We'll start back at purple. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. So it looks like I'm going to get 18 out of this. I don't want to add 2 more in there. It's going to disrupt my pattern. And it's not going to look right. And honestly, I can play with it and stretch it in a way where it'll still work. If I put a whole another link in of 6 more, then it will be too loose on my finger for me. Remember that everyone's hand is a different size, so make sure that you play with it a little bit and figure out what's going to be right for you. Alright, there we go. That's my top piece. Now, here's the interesting thing about this part. Right here, we can't just continue, we have to actually go back through the first length. Right here. See this? Okay, pop back through. And watch what happens. Boom. That's how we get a loop. Okay. If you want, there's different styles. On this one, you'll notice I'm going to follow this pattern where the loop is it's vertical, it's horizontal. Horizontal. This one's vertical. You see how it's up and down, and it's weaved through. Depends on whatever style you like. There's different ways to bead. You know, you can put your own signature on it. Okay, so now that we have this little loop right here, okay, we're going to come back around with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more, and then we're going to weave back through. And that's the outside of the star. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now that we've pulled through right here, what we're going to do is we're going to come through, and then what we're going to do is we're going to weave through the first 2, weave through this one, and this one, and we're going to add a bead right here and then weave back through from the outside pattern. And then we're going to continue that here, 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 and here, and as we're going to come back through. Okay, ready for that? Alright, so the first one, like I said, we're going to weave back through. At this point you have a sphere. Boom, right there. Maybe if you want to end your pattern right there, you'll have a, big hole. Anyway, here we go. So we're weaving back for the first 1, and then 2, and then 3. Okay, this is where we want to be. Now at this point, this is where we're going to add a link in. Boom. Then we're going to skip what's happening. If you notice here, we're going to skip. What we did is we added this link in, so we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and we're going to weave through the 4th. Okay, so right here we're 1, 2, 3, weaving through the fourth piece. Bam. And you see that? Now we have the beginning of the outside of this star. Okay. So now that we've weaved through that piece, we're going to add a link like we did before. Okay. Put that in the inside. Now we're going to skip over 1, 2, 3, and again weave through the fourth. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to weave through here in the fourth. Okay. Again, we're going to add a piece. We're going to skip the 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and weave through the fourth. Okay. Just like on the last one, right? What we've done is we've weaved through here. 1, 2, 3, weaving through. Okay. There we go. I was tripping for a second. Alright. Put it through. Then again, we're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to add the last link on the inside here. You'll notice when the star is not tight yet, it's kind of all over the place. You just have to deal with that. Okay, there we go. We just weave through here, so we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and we weave through the fourth. Okay, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to weave right through the fourth piece. There we go. Now we'll weave through. And then again, skip, and we're going to put the last piece in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if you notice, we're back at that corner piece again, like on the first one. Alright, so we just popped in this last bead right here. We're going to run it through, come to the other side, which is going to be bead number 1, 2, 3, which is from the corner. 1, 2, 3. Right? Boom. Now, if you notice, we actually have the star part complete. It's just very loose right now because it doesn't have any tension in it. So we're going to go ahead and weave through the second piece there in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this to the side. And then what I'm going to do here, because this is coming out on the corner piece, I'm going to weave this through. Okay. This is what's going to set that claw that I was talking about. Now that that's coming through that side, on this bead, I'm actually going to come through the same way on this side. Okay. Boom. And with that, we're going to come around here in a second. But first, we're going to take this side and we're actually going to run it back through the wrist loop. And then we're going to start building the tension. Here we go. See how that little claw right there is coming in? Or just go ahead and weaving it through right here. Almost done. You could tie it off early. I just don't like to do that because I'd rather have a seamless piece of candy. Just, it looks more professional, you know. Alright, and see how this side was coming through here? That means we're going to take the opposite side. That's how we make that little claw. Bam, right there. See how that's a loop now? We'll pull a lot more tension in there. That's good. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, at this point, we want to weave it back through so we can match it on the opposite side. And then we want to start making the tension here. Okay. Start pulling this in. Okay. I might want to stretch it out like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's looking nice. Looking good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and weave it back through this way. I'm going to go one. Weave it back through there, two. Right back through the middle piece. This is just the string finding its way home right here. Okay. Alright, so to match the opposite side, we want to get it through. We're going to pop around like that so we can tie. Okay. Boom. All right. Get the last little bits of tension right there. remember, you don't want to almost ratchet it down, because sometimes your pieces won't stick right after that. So you want to get the tension and then loosen it back up so that it's just snug. Okay. And I actually don't like how that's coming out like that. That's good. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now that we're at this point, we're going to go through that square knot again. Okay. And the knot should hide just nicely inside. Remember how we do the square knot? We like to go. Let's cut off the excess length right here. It'll be a little easier for you. Bam. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go right over left and through. Okay. And then we're going to go left over right and through. Now at this point you have the square knot embedded in there, so we're going to repeat that process 3 more times. We get a quadruple square knot. Again, right over left and through. We're going to go left over right and through. Now we can get the tension, because the knot is only putting another square knot on the square knot before that. So you're not actually stretching the candy anymore. Okay, I'll do one more. That was a pretty crazy piece, you know. Make sure that it does not snap. 3 and 4. Okay. At that point, you can go ahead, snap the ends. The ends will hide inside the candy. You'll notice, you see the stars. You just hide that inside. Uh-oh. Right there, if you notice, the ends are still a little long. They're protruding just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and snap those off there. That was better. I'm just doing the final little stretching right here. Looks good. A lot of tension right here. Okay. Let's put this on. Good. You see how that's just fitting perfectly around my waist. It's still able to stretch. Okay. But it goes back and it sits really proper. This is a perfect size. Okay. The star's behaving really nicely here. Okay. And with that, we're ready to rock and roll. Look at that. Cool. Let me turn off the light real quick for you guys. Bam. And there it is, guys. As you can see, it's glowing really prominently. You know what I'm saying? The star's behaving really good. It's nice and firm on there. So at that point, guys, you're ready to rock and roll. Hey guys, that's all we have time for this week. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a blast. Thanks for hanging out. Take your new piece and rock that shit. Alright? You're going to love it. I love rocking this. You know, I walk up in, it doesn't even matter at a rave. You could be at a bar, you know, in a low lit place and it's just glowing and people are like, man, what is that thing? You know, it's great to represent for the culture. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure that you hit subscribe. Make sure you leave your comments below if there's a certain type of piece that you want to make, a certain style that you're into. Kandi goes beyond just bracelets, as you might have seen. Like this cool little this flower that I have is really badass, you know. And this is a really cool pattern. These are, you know, you can take this to whole new levels. I'm going to be making a crown soon. You can make masks. You can make purses. Girls make bikinis. You know, it's super fun. It's amazing. Anyway, have fun. Peace, love, unity, respect, and I'll see you guys next week.